Hey there, I'm Rin Olson. This is The Dog Show. This week on The Dog Show, dogs that need a great home. Mighty Joe Young's question of the week, dog photos.
Hello, I'm Kitty Logan and welcome to The Dog Show. Today we are going to meet one of Zanie's furry friends. But before we do that, let's meet our host, Terry. Shall we? Hello, Terry or Tarry, what did I just call you?
It doesn't matter. You call me anything. As long as you love our dogs, that's all we need.
That's awfully nice of you. So it looks like we have an adorable brown eyes. I'm melting in the brown eyes of this dog.
Yes.
Loki.
Loki, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Loki?
Yes, we have Loki. Loki was found as a stray and taken to animal control. And animal control contacts us about dogs all the time. And we decided that this is such a sweet dog. We wanted to make sure that she didn't go on the euthanasia list. So we took Loki. And we're very lucky to have such a warm, friendly dog with us.
Oh, that's so wonderful. It's just so wonderful that Zanie's furry friends grabs them away from euthanasia list and gives them a second chance at life. Now, we do want to get her a great home, don't we? So what kind of home would be best for our friend Loki?
Well, we definitely want a home with people that just want to cuddle, and we want we want a home that is going to keep Loki active because she does have a lot of energy. No big dogs, seems to be a little frightened around big dogs, but we seem to think that he's okay with other dogs. He's pretty friendly with the other dogs we had on set today. And that's about it for Loki.
Okay, so she loves to be loved, and what dog doesn't? But also you mentioned activity level. Do you know what kind of activity is required for Loki?
Well, we can see that Loki is very comfortable and calm today, and that is one of her characteristics, but we do want the dog to have some exercise. I've been told that very active, so that's good. And so we want to keep him active, and we don't know about children. We haven't had Loki around a lot of children, so we don't have an answer to that question. So the family would have to get to know that part of Loki.
Oh, so good. That's great to know. And any special needs that Loki might have?
Loki's such a sweet dog. As far as special needs, Loki's a little underweight right now, so we want to make sure that she gets to see a vet regularly until we get that under control. And that's about it. As you can see, I mean, this is such an adoptable dog. You can't find a dog better than this. And grooming is also one thing. Look at these beautiful eyes. Grooming is definitely part of taking care of this beautiful coat, because we want to make sure that the hair doesn't get too nappy or matted. And we want to see those eyes, right, Loki? I think we're putting Loki to sleep today.
Well, that about wraps it up for us today. If you're interested in adopting or fostering Loki, please go to Zanie's Furry Friends website. For The Dog Show, I'm Kitty Logan.
Have you ever destroyed anything special or expensive? Or is there a good story about something Lucas destroyed?
Never. I told you, I can leave him for 10 hours at a time. He's never peed in the house.
What, do you
okay,
drug
not
this
never,
dog?
Not never. But, you know, if he's got to go and he goes by mistake, I'm not mad at him. I'll clean it up.
Something he destroyed. Come on, your
Nothing.
sunglasses?
Never.
Never.
No.
Shoes?
No, never. One
Towel?
time he chewed on a pair of headphones, but, you know.
Ding, ding, ding. See, Lucas isn't as good as he claims. Some headphones. Were they some
He
Beats?
apologized after. No, they were like Apple headphones, you know. I needed Beats anyway, so it was an excuse to buy something new.
Love it.
Yeah.
Has Maximus ever destroyed something of yours or something interesting?
Oh yes, he had. I left him alone a couple of times, and when I got home, and about 3 hours later, he turned the whole apartment upside down. I mean, my table ripped everything.
Was he a puppy then?
Yes.
Okay, what was left? Maybe I should ask that.
Honestly, he didn't left anything.
Yeah? And did he get in trouble?
No, I just let him know he's not supposed to do that. So while he's young, he has to learn. He was going what's called, he's going through anxiety.
He was having anxiety.
Right.
Okay, so he didn't get in trouble. What was the worst thing he destroyed? Like your best shoes?
My shoes, my underwear, my socks.
Was he wearing your underwear?
Well, I was thinking he wanted to, but he hadn't. He was actually licking on it.
Were they tidy whities?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, tidy whities!
Yes.
That's sexy, Maximus. Has Duke ever destroyed anything in your home, and if so, what?
Destroyed?
You know, when he was a puppy and you brought him home.
Really, not really.
Come on, girl, tell the truth.
No, he used to destroy my arms.
Your arms!
Yeah, when he did have an issue.
Eating your arms?
Nipping.
Nipping?
Yeah, and
Can you get him a teething ring?
no, but he stopped it, and he is the most gentle dog now.
Does he sleep in your bed?
Oh yes, definitely.
does?
Oh, definitely, without question.
Do you snuggle?
Yes.
She snuggles!
Matter of fact, if I'm in bed and he gets along my side, he'll push over like
He's a spooner.
that.
When you first got to Nero, I know he was probably well trained, but did he ever destroy something? And if so, what?
When I got him, he was around 6 months old, and he did have a lot of energy. So if I would leave him in a room with a lot of things that he can bite and tug on, then he would definitely do so.
Such as?
The blanket, pillow, just things he can get his mouth
He
on.
ate them?
He would bite them. He would gnaw them around and enjoy it and enjoy life.
Yeah. Socks, shoes?
Shoes one time.
What kind of shoes?
Chuck Taylor's.
Ouch!
Those are cheap though, so that really
Ooh, did he get in trouble?
No, of course not.
No?
No, it's my fault.
Why was it your fault?
Because he was home alone and had nothing to do.
You didn't leave him chew toys?
I did, but he got tired of it.
He thought your shoes were the chew toys?
Unfortunately.
Oh, poor buddy.
Right.
You're so good.
Right.
When you got Winnie, did she ever destroy anything in your home? And if so, what?
She was amazing until she was about a year.
Oh.
And then one day I went out, and I think there was some construction in one of the apartments nearby. And I come home, and we have the floor, what's it called? Not the molding on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And she had eaten it like it was corn on the cob. Just completely chewed up one whole section of our floor molding.
Was it fancy molding?
It was nice, and we had recently redone it, so that was a little upsetting.
And what did you do when you saw it?
I laughed.
You laughed. Did Winnie get in trouble, or were you guys just having a laugh fest?
Well, I mean, then of course I went up to her and I was like, "Did you do this?" And she immediately, put her tail between her legs, and
She said,
she knew she was wrong, and so she hasn't done it since then. But I don't know what possessed her that day.
maybe like she was teething, or like she needed a toothpick, or
maybe, or maybe she was mad I didn't give her peanut butter that morning. I don't know.
did you?
I didn't. So
That's it. You witch, Ashley.
I know.
Hello, I'm Kitty Logan for The Dog Show, and today we're going to meet Zany's furry friend. But before we do that, let's meet Leslie, our human friend, shall we? Hello, Leslie.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well indeed, and I see you have a furry friend with you. I believe his name is Asta. Can you tell us a little bit about Asta?
Aster is a beautiful Chihuahua and Italian Greyhound mix, which is probably the perfect mix of dogs I can think of. As far as temperament, he is at 1 year old. Look at how calm he is. Chihuahuas are a little loco in their way. They're very nervous. They shake for no reason, etc. Greyhounds, they love to just lie around. They are very relaxed. But once you get them out running, that's what they do. So he's probably been bred for this very purpose, to be a fabulous Chihuahua, small, and also have the not dominant, insane personality of the beautiful Chihuahuas. I love Chihuahuas.
A chilled Chihuahua. Well, who wouldn't want one of those? So now, do you have any idea how old Asta might be, or if he has any special needs?
He is probably about 1 year old, is what they think, which means he's full size. He is special needs. No, just exercise. All dogs need exercise. If you want a neurotic dog, you will just never take them out. And by exercise, I mean running, really running. He gets along with other dogs very well, so a little bit of dog park time is good for him. He needs to be socialized, as all dogs do. But generally speaking, this is a dog who you could really enjoy as a lap dog and enjoy running with.
Well, yes, of course. Socializing and activity, that's good for humans as well, isn't it? So now, what kind of family would be best for our friend here today?
I would say just about any kind of family, from a middle-aged person living alone to somebody who travels a lot, because he is of a size where you could put him on the plane in the cabin. I think he'll get along very well with children because he won't be yappy and bitey. And he would get along, look at him, he'll get along fine with everybody. And the amazing thing is that he was surrendered. I do not understand that, but here he is for everyone else.
Now, if someone were interested in fostering or adopting Asta, what would be the process?
On the website, zanniesfurryfriends.org, is an application form. It asks a lot of questions. Answer them. It's not as overwhelming as it looks. They just want to know as much as they can about you. And if you are approved for adoption, you are also kind of automatically approved for fostering. And fostering is probably a very direct route to adoption. However, they can't get dogs out of the shelter unless there's a foster. So a dog like this, I believe if you were to foster him, that would be it.
Well, that's about all for us today. Thank you so much, Leslie and Asta, for being here with us. And if you're interested in adopting or fostering a furry friend, simply go to Zany's Furry Friends website. For The Dog Show, I'm Kitty Logan.
Here with the Dog Show. I'm with my friend
Gail.
Gail and her friend
Baxman.
Baxman. Say hey, Bax. Oh, kisses for me. Give mom some kisses. So, Gail, you were telling me this Baxman is a rescue dog.
He's a rescue dog. He was found on the streets in Coral Springs in Florida, and he was taken to a center that was a kill center. And there was an ad on the internet that said that he was going to be euthanized, and the center where I volunteer at is Tri-County in Boca Raton. They picked him up, and I had recently had major surgery on my arm, and I was volunteering walking small dogs. I saw him, and that was it. And he really rescued me. I couldn't. This dog is the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. Rescue is great.
What kind of dog is Baxman?
I believe he's a English Springer and a Dalmatian combo.
Oh, and
But
what's going on with these cute ears?
They're like cocker ears, but what's really cute about him is he has one set of eyelashes that's white and one set that's brown. And I'm training him to be a service dog. He's already a service dog.
I see that. So tell us how this service dog works.
I needed a service dog for personal reasons, and I had had a lot of loss recently, and I'd had 7 surgeries, and I really needed the company, and I'm training him to be able to go to hospitals and help people and give back. I go to Tri-County 7 days a week.
Wow.
And volunteer whatever time I can.
Can you show us your T-shirt, please? What does it say?
Who rescued who? Who rescued who?
So I ask you, viewers, who rescued who? Tell us.
He rescued me. I hate to say it, but I don't really like Florida very much. And
we're not in Florida, by the way.
Yes, and I'm very happy to be here. He rescued me. I saw him, and ever since I got him 2 weeks ago, I haven't been this happy in years.
2 weeks. You've only had him 2 weeks.
And he had his first flight to New York, and he's been to Bloomingdale's and Saks and Barney's.
Wait, you can take dogs into Bloomingdale's?
You can take dogs anywhere.
Seriously?
Seriously. Well, he also has papers, so if anybody gives me a hard time, it's against the law not to be able to take a service dog.
What'd you think about Bloomingdale's? A little overpriced? Tell us.
He's like Barney's.
Barney's.
He
Oh.
like the Kiehl's department.
Couture. I like that in you. So I got a couple questions for you. What's your pet peeve about this dog? I know you've only had him 2 weeks, but is there
That's
something
easy.
he does?
Oh yeah, he's in love with me, and I'm staying somewhere. He's got terrible separation anxiety, which is why I brought him with me, because I just rescued him and he didn't know anything but being in a cage and locked up. So when I was coming to New York for a couple of days, I knew that if I left him, that I'd be starting all over again, and I'm training him 3 days a week.
So what is it that he does?
When I leave, he immediately starts howling and scratching on the door. Howling.
Can you howl for us, please?
He will go, "Ow." But I was in a legal deposition, and they're supposed to make you really uncomfortable. And he sat at the door when I went to the ladies' room. He wouldn't leave me alone. He sat with me the whole time. He couldn't have been more loving, and I couldn't be happier. Adopting is so much better than buying, because you put in, all they want is a little food, a little water, a little love, and in return you'll get a lifetime of love, joy, and happiness.
She said it right there. Adopting is better than buying. That's our motto. Girl, I got one more for you, and I love that. I think I'm going to make a T-shirt about that, since I dig your T-shirt. Have people approached you on the sidewalk yet? And what are you thinking about that? Are they getting too close? Are you afraid he's going to bite them?
Well, you know what? He's never really been near dogs before, so he doesn't know what to do. And on his jacket, it says, "Do not touch me. I'm working." So people have come up to him. People mainly say, "My God, what a gorgeous dog!"
Yes.
And can I pet them? And so I haven't had.
But what do you say if they can pet them?
I absolutely let them pet him.
You do?
Absolutely. He needs the social interaction, and he loves it. He loves being here. I'm happy here. We're both happy, and we don't want to go back to Florida.
And we're happy that she talked to us, and we're happy that you guys have saved each other's lives.
Yes, he has saved me.
Who could ask for anything more? All right, I'm Joe, Dog Show. Back to you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Taylor for The Dog Show, and I'm here today with Joe Ligeroux of Zany's Furry Friends, and Julian here, who's up for adoption. So, Joe, what can you tell us about Julian?
Julian is a 10-month-old Patterdale Terrier mix. She was found tied to a tree in the Bronx. A policeman found her there and brought her into the shelter. So she hasn't been in the shelter that long, but as a result of being left like that. I think she's a little bit jumpy. She's a little bit, sensitive to loud noises. I don't know how long she was left there tied to a tree, which I think is terrible, but she's no worse for the wear, really. She's got huge, soulful eyes. She is just a gorgeous animal. She is ready to be someone's best friend. I mean, I'm telling you, she is already bonded. She's already bonded to you, Taylor. In fact, she's just, I can feel her body pressing against you. She just wants someone that she is going to live with, that's going to take care of her. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous dog.
So what kind of home do you think would be best for Julian?
Julian would do best in a quiet, peaceful home. She is a little bit sensitive to noise. She gets a little nervous. So I think that a quiet, peaceful home, perhaps with older children, I think young children that can sometimes have quick movements, I think that might unnerve her. So maybe an older person. She's really ready to bond.
How well is Julian trained?
She has basic training down. She responds really well to the sit command. She's obviously housebroken. She can walk well on a leash, and she's pretty well trained.
What's her energy level like? How much exercise does she need?
Even though Julian is still only 10 months old, she does not need tons of exercise. She really doesn't. She's going to be pretty low maintenance in that area. I think just regular walks is going to be just enough exercise for Julian.
Does Julian have any special needs?
The only special needs that Julian has is that she is sensitive. She is sensitive to sounds. She's a little bit nervous. So her owner really just needs to be aware of that. Otherwise, she's perfectly healthy. She's strong. She's a sweetheart. The only thing is she's just a little nervous. I do believe that as time goes on and she has a stable home, that will clear up.
Well, thank you, Joe. And if you'd like to adopt Julian, you can find her at the Zany's Furry Friends website. Again, for the dog show, I'm Taylor.
That's our show for this week. You've been watching The Dog Show. I'm Ren Olson.